So good afternoon, welcome to Southend-on-Sea, beautiful city in the sunshine. Contrasting performances from these two on Saturday. Both teams possibly only playing for pride and next season now. Maidstone still looking for any kind of league win in 2023, with a window of opportunity diminishing as each game goes by. Whilst Southend, they look to build on their comfortable win at Hewish Park. Maidstone well and truly stuck to the south end of the league table and stuck there since the 25th of January. Hoping for a miraculous and peerless revival. Well, I say peerless, we've obviously got the world's longest pleasure pier here. It's a mile long, and we can't promise that much pleasure this afternoon, but we'll do our best to keep you entertained and informed as always here on Stones Live. So Ralph looking for a run through there, but not noticed by Miley. One control in the midfield there. Good run through there from Kensdale, gets through a few of them out to Bridge. That famous goal, deflected cross, flicked header up, overhead kick. But Jake Hyde just got quite a bit too much on that there in the end, Nigel. But first real chance, half chance I'd say. Updates from both the top two in North and South, and comprehensive half times and full times as and when we get a chance to bring you those. Goal kick, bit of head tennis. Gurung with the shirt of the man and Cardwell in, and it's a good block, but he's got a chance, he's put it in, and it's Bridge again. 7 minutes in, Bridge has made it 1-0, and Bridge scores against Maidstone yet again, and it's Southend 1, Maidstone United 0.
Yes, once again defensive mistakes there, just letting Cardwell came through onto goal. Burst did well with the initial shot, but
for the playoffs still, and the first goal of the National League afternoon 3 o'clock kickoffs is Bridge, who has provided it for Southend. Maidstone a goal down on the road once more. An early shot there from Deacon, and sort of summing up, and they keep going with that line until the end of the season, because so much that happens on the pitch is very much summing up how the season is going for Maidstone. We experienced it before we come on air, Nigel. It's a mix of old and new, this stadium, and seeing that line of fans, that bank of fans where they are and taking up the positions in those seats, it's good to see a club with a bit of peril have good attendance again this afternoon, although I know Easter crowds always bring bumper attendances. Marshall running on the left hand side, ball gets through two of them, and here's Burko, gets it into Deacon in the edge of the box. Deacon shoots, tipped over the bar by Anding Indy, and it's a corner kick from Maidstone. A bit more like it from the Stones there, Nigel.
That's more like it, yeah, exactly. Test the keeper, give me something to think about there. You know, as you said in the pre-match, it took us up to the 84th minute or something to have a shot against Boreham Wood. So
Shonibare certainly sat upright with a very keen look, and tactics board from pencil. So Shonibare is very likely to be coming on shortly. Good little vantage point we've got here in the perspex box of doom. Booty with a free kick off the crossbar. Oh, an amazing effort from Booty, and it just didn't have enough dip, but there's been a lull from Southend these last few minutes, and it's been close for Maidstone there, Nigel.
Yes, exactly. No layoff on this time. We said about the maintenance routine, but
come back on the temporary physio switch that has to be done. Bone just getting himself up the pitch. Referee Richardson waves him on. Merson takes the free kick, headed back by Southend. Cardwell and Zuma clash once more. Seems to have been a very telling clash so far this afternoon. It's bouncing around in the back line. Deacon with the ball out wide. Bridge does well to get Marshall off the ball. Bone over the top of his man there. And Viggers has the ball break to him. Deacon with the ball out wide to Burko. Burko first time cross to the far stick, and Andy, goodness me, he's flapped at that, put out for a corner, nearly put that in his own net there, Nigel.
Yeah, he did. It could have easily gone into his own net there.
Gets it back out to Kensdale. He's got Hobson wide, instead he thunders it to the halfway line. Gurung with a touch, infield to Marshall, further still to Odesanya. Got Burko on his left, and he finds him, uses him. Burko gets a run ahead of Miley. Ball in field to Deacon. Deacon with a cute little touch. Booty with a shot, and a good save from Andy. Another chance for Maidstone. and Booty and the show one-on-one, those two. Another big chance, great left-footed effort. Ralph finds Miley inside. Bridge tries to flick it, but instead it's Gurung's header. Deacon back on his feet now, challenging with Ralph. Adesanya with the ball over the top. And Deacon has got inside of his man, and he's got Marshall inside if he can free him, but he can't because Hobson has done ever so well to block that by Nigel. Better ball from Deacon. He could have got past Hobson, could have been an equaliser.
Yeah,
Hobson, corner.
Hobson did well there for Southend, just stood his ground, just run with him. Just
need one of those buttons to repeat the speech for me. Throw in taken, Cardwell with a flick on, had a bit of his shirt, did Gurung. It's into the middle. It's done well, gets out to Mooney now, who gets the ball out wide. Mooney with the overlap, Scott Morris with the ball in field. Zuma, who's been given as offside, and certainly we shall see this free kick first, which Booty runs over, leaves it for Deacon, who takes it. It's over the top of the crossbar by quite some distance, and out for a goal kick. Not too handsome that one from Deacon. Plays 1-2 with Miley. Ralph's got 2 to go against, and Shawnee Bear's beaten. Ball into the box, and it's just nodded away by Burko. Here's Marshall. Infield to Burko. Marshall's going to make a run ahead of him, and he's going to try and play him in, is he? Cuts back inside. Southend come away with the ball, lost by Burko. And Cardwell with a little flick onto Powell. Back into Cardwell, and it comes to the edge of the box. And an absolute dog's dinner of a finish there in the end from Southend. They could have killed that game off with a simple move, but Maidstone, architects of their own downfall as ever this season. Nigel, most of what he's called this afternoon has been fairly spot on. Too many complaints again. Touch wood. Free kick comes in from Undy. Cardwell underneath it. Powell hits the post from 6 yards. Scott Morris lashes one in, and it's got in. It's 2-0. Scott Morris seals it for Southend in the 76th minute. So it's 2-0 Southend, and that any hope of a win for Maidstone again becomes 21 without a win in the league now, unless there is a massive turnaround in these last 15 minutes or so. It's Southend 2, Maidstone 0. Nigel.
Yeah, Maidstone got lucky there. Callum Powell got an initial shot, hit the crossbar. It was a hard shot. It come right out to Scott Morris, who, without breaking his run first time, just stroked the ball past Burson, who was out of position, and
grounded for quite some time around Maidstone. As I say, the run going to 21 without a win in the league now for Maidstone. Cup runs have really papered over some cracks for Maidstone. The player's been good. I say that, and Vickers gets hit in the face by a ball from Adesanya, chested down by Ralph. Ball over the top to Powell, into the box, gets round his man, and he's put it up into the north section of the Reece stand. And a couple of Southend fans in front of us have seen enough with that shot, but it's got to be honest, you're winning 2-0. I would have thought you'd be happy with that, but certainly final results trickling in. Still another 10 minutes or so at Wrexham, to be fair. Free kick comes in, headed away. That is full time here at Roots Hall. Southend get themselves a first win in 4 at home, back-to-back wins for the first time in a couple of months.